what to do.
Oh man, Lito's out there surveying the options as we start round 2. He'll catch up in a little bit.
You went Dalawa on the plates.
Yeah, I double fisted on the plates. I went a little bit of surf and a little bit of turf. So I went with some lobster claws, a little bit of a shrimp cocktail, some cold king crab legs, and some salmon poke.
You covered a lot of ground. You went from the East Coast to the West Coast.
I went coast to coast with this. And then I had some strip loin steak. They had some brisket over there. Homeboy cooked it up with a big fat piece.
Oh, you get that nice
brisket.
cap with all the seasoning on the end too.
Absolutely. And I forgot what this was. I don't even know what this was.
Filet mignon.
Oh yeah, it was a filet. Nice. We gotta show this to people.
That's cooked perfectly, medium rare. Yeah. Even a little bit like rare.
Yeah,
it looks really good.
Absolutely.
I can handle that. And then the big cut of meat over here that looks like a prime rib is actually New York strip steak, which is cut almost like a prime rib. So, and then a Cheddarwurst sausage. In addition to that, we have poke, and next to the poke, there was these fresh fruit juices, and this one smells like kiwi with
some sort of citrus flavor, you think?
I don't know, it's delicious. Really sweet, super refreshing. Mm-hmm. And I re-upped on some crab legs too.
Absolutely.
And some shrimp cocktail.
So
I'm going
as we dive into round 2, you'll see that, we're kind of focusing on things and just trying the selection from the surf and turf area. So jump in, man. First impressions as you take a bite.
Cocktail shrimp, delicious. Cocktail sauce is what? Is it Tabasco and ketchup?
Something like that.
Is it? And lemon, maybe.
Yeah.
Thank you. Looking forward to this New York strip at the carving station.
Jump right in. Do you get some au jus on there?
Yep. I'll just.
Yes, Lito's back. What'd you get, bro?
Is that the New York strip loin you guys are eating with the au jus? Got a piece of that?
Cooked perfect, medium rare. Let's take a bite. Tender. The au jus is necessary. Actually, you know what? More tender than I thought it'd be. It's really good.
Mine has a huge strip of fat on the top.
Do you like the fat? Do you like the fat on the top?
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for you?
You know what?
It might be a little too much for my particular cut. I'm looking at John's cut.
I took a bite and I like it. I think the good thing about keeping the fat cap on top, whether you're eating it or not, I think it keeps the meat juicy underneath.
Okay.
Because like if you trim too much of it, especially if you're roasting something slow, you want to keep it on because the fat is the flavor. It flavors the meat.
I'll tell you what, the flavor, it's full of flavor. It keeps that nice beefy taste.
It's seasoned really nicely too.
But at least the cut that I got, it's nice and medium on the meat, but like it's a little bit too thick, and it's all across the top, so it's not on the edge.
Well, the good thing about a buffet, you don't gotta eat it all.
Yeah.
You can always go back and get another.
Let's see as Lito tries his piece. See what you think.
It's really good. Really tender. Really nice seasoning on it.
Generally, are you a medium rare?
Medium rare or rare?
Yeah.
Medium rare minus.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting how thick they cut the fillet.
You know what? It's like a medallion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely on the medium rare end for the fillet.
Medium rare minus, right? I went to the Weber Grill flagship restaurant in Chicago one time with my wife, and they actually have it called black and blue. So that's more rare than rare.
Might be a little bit too much for my taste.
I couldn't. It was almost like still mooing.
As you can see, it definitely is on the rare end. I don't know if you can request them to, warm it up a little bit, get it more on the well side, but I don't think you can.
The filet mignon is delicious. I like it. It actually, honestly, on the inside, it's rare. It is rare.
It's pretty rare. Show the camera. It is pretty rare, dude. Wow. Definitely on the rare side. But you know what? I agree.
Super tender though. Super tender. I can handle it. I can handle the rare.
Oh, this is yours.
I agree.
You try the sausage, the Cheddarwurst?
Yeah, it's a nice little smoky flavor, and it does have the cheese.
You got a piece. Oh yeah.
I like it.
I like that they're small, bite-sized portions of it.
This is dense.
Yeah. I feel like I can't eat a whole sausage. I mean, obviously when they make it, it's a huge one, but like the bite-sized portions, just enough. Just enough for you to taste and appreciate it for what it is.
You think it's Hickory Farms? What do you think? What do you think it is?
Do you try the brisket? I have a big fat piece of brisket here if you want to try it.
I'll come me a little bit. Come me a little bit. Yeah, just like that. That's good.
You can taste from the outside.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Nice and tender. Barbecue flavor.
I like the barbecue flavor. I like the sweet barbecue.
There's a tip with all the fat. That's a little bit much.
I couldn't bite that. I'm sure it's tender and I'm sure it's flavorful,
That's intense.
but not my choice.
Nito, did you have a brisket?
No, I got the ribs instead.
Okay.
One
Would you
beef
like it?
rib, one pork rib.
Would you like to try a brisket?
I'm alright for that. Thank you. I'm excited about the ribs actually.
Beef ribs, right?
Beef and pork.
Pork.
Like it's kind of hard to find beef ribs most places.
Yeah.
Like at like a Brazilian steakhouse, they
Right.
usually only have pork.
A churrascaria, if you will, right?
That's good. You want to try? Beef rib?
Here, cut a little bit. Beef ribs are of a different size for sure.
Can you cut a little chunk for me?
Gotcha.
I'll go and poke it, thanks. We got a carving station over here, guys.
Yeah.
Carving station over here. Thank you.
Ooh, that's steaming with flavor for sure. Little barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Really tender. Fall off the bone.
All off the bone, just like the way you want it.
Matter of fact, since we have the camera there, I'm going to have a little bit of B-roll as Nito has that, so you can see the fall off the bone nature of that. So easy. He literally is just pushing it off. With,
Come right up.
That's delicious. You know what? I actually prefer the beef rib over the brisket. I think it's
agree.
more. I think it's
agree.
more flavorful.
I agree. I mean that.
And it's more tender too.
It is more tender, definitely. Granted, he gave me an end piece with a fat end piece, which is a little bit too much. When he gave it, he was like, "You wanted it."
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I was taking it back. I was like, I don't know if I was ready for that. So the red meats, a good selection, good variety,
Yeah.
good quality. It's different that they don't have the prime rib, but I'm not particularly disappointed just because the strip loin is a nice little change up from the typical prime rib that you would
I think
get.
a New York strip is the inside of the meat is a little more lean. Is that right?
Sure. Not sure how that compares to a prime rib.
Compared to like a rib roast,
Yeah.
right? A prime rib. Because really, you can only call it a prime rib if it's USDA prime, right? Otherwise, a lot of places have like a choice rib, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a standard with
Yeah.
which they need to adhere to, I guess, to be able to identify it as such.
Like like if you go to Costco, like for Thanksgiving or like Christmas, and you buy like the rib roast, it's actually called a rib roast, right? Then there's USDA Prime, which is the highest, and then Choice, which is the second.
You guys want to try the pork rib? It's really
Please.
good too.
Might as well.
Has a different sauce on there. It's like a Hawaiian style glaze.
Where's it at? Is this the one right here?
Yep.
So a little bit sweeter.
a little tangier, right?
Yeah, for sure.
A little tangier.
Oh yeah.
You know,
but
I like the change up.
I like the change up. I think the beef rib is the winner for me.
I might concur. Not that the pork rib is a slouch.
It's great. It's good.
I think it's delicious. In the absence of the beef rib, pork rib.
Yeah, if you didn't know beef rib existed and you just had a plate of pork ribs, you'd be happy.
And a lot of it has to do with the type of flavor that you want. You know what I mean? They're both good. See, I'm already losing space, and I haven't even touched my surf section.
Oh, this is your surf and turf?
Yeah. I don't even know how to open this, dude. It's like they slice it up already, but
It's gonna pop off the top.
easy. Wow, it's wedged in there.
Pull off the lower claw first.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Show 'em who's
Making
boss.
me work. Making me work. I don't want to have a casualty over here.
Yeah. Lobster
Right,
explosion.
you never know. Oh, there you
There
go.
he is.
Nice fat lobster claw. Oh my gosh. There you go, people. From a buffet, I really can't say that I've had a lobster at a buffet.
I'm gonna get a couple of those on my next round. Let me know what you think of that. Oh, it emulsified.
Here, I'll just do a lemon.
Is that right? Solidified? Emulsified? Same?
Coagulated?
Coagulated?
Got hard.
Yeah.
It's a lobster claw. You know what? I think I like it more warm, or I don't know what's the proper way to eat it, but I kind of like it when it's not cold, basically.
This is a chilled lobster.
It's a chilled lobster, right. So when it's chilled, I feel like it has more of like a seafoody taste.
Oh, yeah.
I do think if I had the warm butter that's not hard,
Yeah.
it would be a better experience for me. I like the fact that it's nice and meaty, but I think the lemon alone isn't enough for me to just really enjoy the lobster experience. So,
Maybe it's some cocktail sauce.
I think that's the key.
I like their cocktail sauce. We were talking about earlier, cocktail sauce, is it ketchup, lemon, and Tabasco? Or horseradish?
I never thought about it, but that's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
That combination.
My guess. Let us know.
Let us know, as always.
Oh, do you get any of the poke?
I did.
Which one? Did we get the same one?
I got the salmon.
Yeah, I got the ahi tuna.
So poke is really tough
Yeah.
to evaluate.
Because
right?
we get a lot of poke. We get
get a
Hawaiian
lot of
poke,
poke.
and even back home, there's a lot of poke spots.
Yeah. So
I got this, the seaweed salad, a little bit of rice, sushi rice, and a bite of tuna.
So good poke for me is melt in your mouth. The flavor is there.
Mid.
Yeah, the texture and the quality. I'm sorry, Wynn Buffet.
If I was working, if I do work, and I am working, but if I was out on lunch break and I had a bowl of this for $12.99, I'd be okay. I'd be okay with it. It's mid, you know?
I agree.
It's mid.
Nice flavors, but the quality of the fish is just a little bit different. So,
It is supposedly supposed to be sashimi grade, right?
so mid, I concur.
You know, for poke, you don't want that muscle in the middle, right? It should be melting your mouth all the
Yeah.
way through. When you have to work too hard to chew it, that's what makes it a little more mid, right?
Yeah. There's high effort that's involved with the chew.
Yeah.
Definitely on the mediocre side. With that said, we did a little bit of damage here on round 2. How did it fare for you compared to round 1?
You know what? I kind of like round 2 better than round 1.
Some really good meats in here. Really solid meats.
Absolutely.
I think we're moving up to like a 7.5 right now.
Okay. Yeah. I started off real good with my turf, but since I didn't have my my warm butter, I didn't have the proper pairing for my surf.
Now, do you ever go, classic sizzler technique? I start with the salad and the soups. Then you go to the meats. Then you go to like the sizzler. You don't have to worry about like getting your money's worth, right? You can go to the carbs, right? And then sometimes I go to dessert.
Yeah.
But I'd go back to salty after, and I finish up. Sometimes I finish back with like some meat.
It's like the finishing, like the final hurrah.
So the dessert bar looks so good.
Yeah, I think
that's super good.
That's something to look forward to for sure. That's a real highlight.
So we're going to try to recover from round 2, see what we can get.
We were talking earlier. It's like, how much time do we have? I don't think they're gonna kick you out after 2 hours.
I don't think.
If we took our time here and we hung out for 2 hours, I don't think they'll be like, "Hey, time's up, guys."
We're here pretty late already, so I don't think there's not gonna be a seating after this.
There was a queue coming in, but I think as the earlier crowd leaves, I think they can recover. So yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what the next round is. Is it dessert? Is it more of a hot food? We'll see.
I didn't even see a salad bar there.
I think there is a salad bar.
At the far end, it was next to the caviar bar, so you were distracted by all
I
the
was
caviar.
distracted, yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a make-your-own salad, right? It was like pre-made, like Caesars or something like that.
Pre-made ones,
yeah. Sorry to cut you off.
Oh no.
We'll see you on the third plate.